A happy wet Sunday afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. We are broadcasting live from outside the steps of the Town Hall in Milford for the annual Welcome Santa Parade, which is a go. Jim Legore is going to be calling the parade. I think that's the way we're putting it. I've never done a parade before on the radio.
I guess you call it a parade.
We're calling the parade. So Jim Legore is going to join me soon. Tom McAuliffe with me right now. It's indeed wet out, but people are out.
You know, I just heard that Station of the Year promo.
Yes.
And sometimes people say, you know, why are you Station of the Year? Today is why we're Station of the Year, because we're out here with the Santa Parade in the pouring rain.
Well, I tell you, this is one of my favorite events of the year, and we're going to give you all the details as we call the parade. It feels so weird. I feel like it should be a sporting event that we're calling it.
It actually seems like the rain is slowing down as we started the broadcast.
I think so. I think we bring the good weather, and the sun is coming out. No, it's not yet. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break, and Craig is back at the station. We're going to provide you with some great holiday music throughout the next 20 minutes, half hour, as we're awaiting the first float, which is always Ronnie Ozier. And we'll be right back. We're broadcasting live right outside the Town Hall here in Milford for the annual Welcome Santa Parade on First Class Radio, WMRC. First Class Radio, WMRC, WMRCDailyNews.com. We're broadcasting live from the Milford Santa Parade here in downtown Milford. We're right in front of the Town Hall, and things are just getting going here with the annual fire truck parade right before the main parade, and it's going to get a little loud here as we get started. We're going to be giving you the blow-by-blow, the call, as they say in the sports broadcasting field. And as each float passes by us, we'll give you a little update, who's on it, what it looks like, how many years they've been in the parade. You can watch this too on Milford TV in the very near future. Milford ladder number 1 passing by us right now as we say hi to our finest here in Milford. Engine 1. This is the loud part of the parade. We want to thank everybody for coming out. It seems like the rain has stopped here. And you know what we're going to do? Let's do this. Because it is so loud, let's go back to some music for a little while. We thought this might be a good idea to talk about all the fire trucks that are coming. But there are so many, from what I am told, from the start of the parade. Blackstone Fire is passing by us. Every town is represented in the parade this year, which is nice because it was pouring out earlier, and everybody still felt like they should come out and celebrate the holidays here in Milford as we welcome Santa Claus, who is going to be following at the tail end of the parade. A little gap in the parade route right now, as another fire truck is making its way up the road here. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're listening on 1490 or live and on demand in our media center at WMRCDailyNews.com. We're going to take a quick break as the fire trucks pass. We will be right back on First Class Radio, WMRC.
got me. Maybe I haven't got anything for a while.
First Class Radio, WMRC, WMRCDailyNews.com. Ray Rozier and Jim Legore broadcasting live from the steps of Milford Town Hall as we call the Milford Welcome Santa Parade. 25 years. I believe it's about 25 years. I think there were a few years in between. We're trying to get the hard number on that, but roughly 25 years of this parade. I remember coming here as a kid, not growing up in Milford, but the family being in Milford and visiting and enjoying this parade. Actually, 25 years ago, I wasn't that young. Jim Legore joins me. Hey, Jim, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Get that mic a little bit closer to your mouth. It's
sure.
Very sensitive. So, yes, thank you for joining me here as we broadcast live. And we had the fire trucks just flew by us. And then there was a little bit of a gap in the parade. So we are now back as the first float is making our way. And I hear the bagpipes are coming. Do you remember one of the first early days of the parade? Because you grew up here in Milford,
Yes,
didn't you?
actually I did. Yeah, actually, we used to come down quite often when I was, probably about 8 or 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a fantastic tradition in Milford, and one that I am actually glad to see. I mean, a lot of people have actually shown up on the sidewalk from when we first started setting up, and I think that's a fantastic show of support for this.
Well, the rain has stopped, which is nice.
Yes,
we were a little bit nervous about that, and right before the parade started, it did start pouring out, but I think it was just emptying out the clouds, so to speak, so that we wouldn't have any issues with the actual parade itself. As we welcome our first entry here in the Milford Santa Parade, it is the fire. Well, the fire trucks have gone by, so we have fire corps, the bagpipes, and it's our men in blue and our Milford finest as the firemen and women and police department make their way across the steps here of Town Hall. These bagpipers are amazing, and I hope they get a chance to play as they pass us by. A little cold out tonight. If you are out and about, then kudos to you for dealing with this. But it is the Christmas parade, and you do have to expect a little cold weather.
Yeah.
There they are. Let's take a listen as they pass by. And there they are, the Bagpipes Corps of the Milford Fire Department and the regional area. As any parade, there's a few gaps in if people are moving a little bit slow or throwing out the candy and want to stop. So we will keep you as informed as we can on the radio. This is our first shot on the radio. Tom's taking pictures, so you'll be able to see those on WMRCDailyNews.com. Yeah, I have a low battery on my camera. I'm sorry. You can use your phone if you don't mind. Tom McAuliffe, our official photographer, as we broadcast live here on the steps of Town Hall in Milford for the annual Welcome Santa Parade. He is always at the end. And as we speak, we are putting together enough information for you so that you can enjoy this parade on the radio, which is just a little bit odd. Again, I've done parades before. I've been involved in parades where you're talking to the people that are there, but never on the radio. So again, we're going to try to be as descriptive as we can. We are right outside the steps of the town hall. If you want to come by and say hi, please do. We'd love to see you. Lots of people came out for this. I was a little concerned at first. It's been raining all day. It was raining pretty heavy before the parade had actually started. The fire truck came by pretty quickly, fire trucks, and now we are getting into the main bulk of the parade. All your life, Jim?
All my life, yep. Born and raised in Milford.
Tell me about the holidays here in Milford, because it is, every little town has its own thing, and this is a very special town, I think.
Yeah.
And you haven't left yet.
I have.
Is it by choice?
Yeah. Well, no, I've been forced. No. Actually, the Santa Parade is again, it's one that's been that has kind of held up the test of time, since I was a kid. And again, you could look out, and I know you can't see if you're listening to the radio, you should you try to come down. But again, you know, the testament to how awesome this parade is the fact that, you know, there's so many people out here now, and the fact that, you know, they were determined to have it no matter what.
Absolutely. That's what they said all day. We're doing it whether you like it or not. DJ Ron Ozier is passing by us now. He's been doing this parade for 25 years, usually on skates. He's saying hi. Look at the handsome guy that's driving DJ Ron Ozier's truck. That happens to be my son, Braden Ozier.
That's right. I was going to say, how proud are you for this moment?
How proud am I? I'm nervous. He just got his license like a year ago, and having him in a parade where he, you know, can't drive that fast. And I mean, you've got to be very controlled as you're driving in a parade.
Well, how many generations of Oziers are right here in the front steps of the town hall?
That's what there's plenty. There's Ron Ozier saying hi to us right now. Thank you, Ron Ozier. For all your needs here, DJ needs, weddings, parties, whatever, DJRonOzier.com, DJRonOzier.com. And every year, sometimes he's on roller skates. I remember last year, after a long period of not being on roller skates, he got back on. This year, he opted for no roller skates.
I think he made the right call, too, because, you know, weather permitting, he gets on roller skates.
We had the fire department and the police department leading the parade and doing their thing, and we can salute them. And then as the fun and festive part of the parade starts, it's always led by DJ Ron Ozier, again for 25 years now, playing music, talking to the crowd, getting everybody up, walking the whole route. And he doesn't look like a guy that's in shape, to be honest with you, and he's doing okay.
He looks, you know, he looks fantastic to me. But one of the things that you can't see if you're at home again is that he has a fantastic sound system coming out of the back of his car. And, you know, he has the entire area in front of the town hall here lit up, and he's putting on quite a show.
I can tell he's a little uncomfortable right now, being stuck waiting for the people behind him. It has sort of stopped. Oh, you know what he's doing? I know what he's doing. He's putting on a show for the radio and the TV. It's just a shameless plug is exactly what he's doing.
Well, you know, it must be in the Ozier family somewhere.
I guess so. All right, let's move the parade along there, Ronnie Ozier. Again, DJRonOzier.com. You know him, you love him. If you're from the area, he's been here just about his whole life, too. On a personal note, my family coming here about maybe 42, 45 years ago. My uncle and my grandfather opening up Rain Dick's Bakery, and the family has been ingrained in the community since then. So very, very proud. I'm sort of a Milfordian by relation, sort of.
But by degrees of separation.
Yeah, by degrees of separation.
Actually, I didn't realize that little fact about your family.
Oh, you did?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, again, passing Ray and Dick's for the last 40 years, I never knew it was Ozier owned.
That's it. My dad stayed back home, but the rest of the family came out this way. You're going to be able to watch us on Milford TV real soon, ladies and gentlemen, so make sure you keep an eye out on the schedule. We will, of course, let you know when this will be broadcast. We want to thank Rob and the crew for coming down to videotape the parade and using our voices. So that we're kind of doing double duty here. It is odd being on the radio and trying to describe what's happening, but we're also calling it for Milford TV, and Rob's been a great friend of the radio station since he's come on board, maybe a year ago or so. It's been a while, but he's done such a great job with Milford TV.
No, I can't say enough. You can't say enough good things about him.
We just had the I guess that's the official mascot come by of the fire department, the dog in the costume, not a real dog, of course, but I don't know what his name is. Town of Milford Animal Control passing by us right now.
You know, one of the great things, again, you know, that you've seen for years is the throwing of candy, you know, from all the floats and the vehicles as they pass by, and, you know, you get to see all the kids run out into the road, try to collect it all.
Yeah, and that's always been a thing, and I wonder how that tradition started with throwing candy. Who said for the first time, let's just throw things at people?
You're right. I'm trying to get your attention and watch the float.
That could be it. I don't know. All right, passing us by O'Donnell Electric in a very festive float, which is complete with a bar, a tiki bar.
That is fantastic.
And, I mean, talking about, getting into the spirit of winter, I'm not sure about that. I want to go back to summer here. But there they are in their float, O'Donnell Electric. King Dance coming up next to us with their dancers. King Dance Academy of Milford. Carlene Goldberg, the owner there. All students of the school are participating in their float. They're dressed up as reindeers this year, and they're doing their dancing. They're dancing to Run, Run, Rudolph. 508-473-2169 is the number for Best Dance Academy, or for the Best Dance Academy in town. KingsDanceAcademy.com is the website there if you want to check them out as the kids pass by dancing to Run, Run, Rudolph.
What a great job, and again, you can only be happy that the rain held off for this.
Yes. I kept thinking that. I feel so bad for the kids, but they look like they're having a good time. Now we're just dealing with the cold weather, that's all.
Well, that's okay. Even if we got some snow, as Tom was saying
Snow would be
earlier,
nice.
it would have been nice.
It would. Milford Fire Department passing us by now on a sleigh that you might see Santa Claus on, but that is not the sleigh that we'll be seeing later, but a representation of Milford Fire Department on their sleigh there, pulled by a horse-drawn carriage, or it is a horse-drawn carriage. Very nice. You know what, that right now, and I know on the radio you can't see this, but that is proof that this is a really big parade here. There's a lot of detail that went into that float.
That float must have taken weeks, if not months, to put together.
Absolutely. Did the Patriots win, by the way? Do you have an update on the
You know,
Patriots?
I don't have an update,
Okay.
and usually my kids are right on top of that, but, you know, if I was able to connect with them right now, I could get a score in 2 seconds.
Okay. I know that's what, well, if you're at home, I suppose you already know what the score is. Craig, do you know what the score was? Craig's back in the studio. He would know. He's going to look into that for us. Broadcasting live from outside of the town hall here in Milford. It's the annual Welcome Santa Parade here in Milford, and the Milford Dance Center is next to pass us by here, ages 5 to 12. Kids walking and waving and saying hi, doing a little skipping dancing. 2 dance academies back to back. Oh, hey, they put on the show. Now I feel like it's the Thanksgiving Day Parade, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, where they stop right in the center and they do a show
They do
for
a
you.
show right in front
That's
for
what
you.
we're getting here from the kids at the Milford Dance Center, ages 5 to 12. Once again,
Very nice little chorus line activity.
I like that. Cold outside here in Milford, but that did not stop people from coming out, nor did the rain throughout the entire day. This is probably the first time today that it hasn't even been drizzling.
Right. No, it's completely stopped, which is great. You know, I'm extremely happy that it's held off.
Absolutely. All right, coming up next, we've got the DA Carpeting pulling their Milford Fire Department float, another Milford Fire Department float. These guys put so much effort and work into their floats.
Now, I was just going to say, look at the detail on that sled. I mean, that is fantastic.
And absolutely lights and everything, which is very important on a parade like this. Now, I guess back in the day, they had a few parades during the day. It started about 1 or 2 o'clock,
Right.
but you weren't getting that magic that you get now with all the lights.
No, it definitely makes a big difference. I mean, if you had this at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it would still be really cool, but, you know, the fact that it's dark now, you know, really brings a lot of the floats to life.
Little Stars Daycare is coming by, sponsored by Peppercinis. Driving in the Peppercinis car there. I don't know who that is. I can't see who that is. Doesn't look like Vince. No baseball hat on that guy. But they are sponsoring the Little Stars Daycare, which is passing us by. Very nice lit up float. All the kids are represented on there. Season's greetings. Got some snowmen on the front. I'm jealous of that. We've been in the parade before, and we've just driven a vehicle. I've always wanted to be on a float. I don't think I've ever been on a float before.
Well, you know,
I've been
there's
in a
hope
few
for you
parades,
next
too.
year.
I hope so, but I'm liking this. This is actually kind of fun.
This is nice.
Ray Ozier and Jim Legore, who I asked to do the parade because Jim knows everybody. We go out to coffee for coffee from time to time, and we can't have a conversation because so many people come up and say hi to you.
You know, it's there you are saying something like that, and I feel it's the other way around with me.
Consigli Construction passing us by. Sandra's Dance Company close behind. That is Consigli on one of their big trucks. Season's greetings from Consigli Construction. They've got a whole gang of Milfordians with them. Merry Christmas from the whole crew over there at Consigli Construction. 20-something years in the parade. They've been involved for just about 20-something years there. Steve Zaloga and Tim Barry are in the parade. Do you know them?
No.
Okay. You said like you did. It's a gift basket.
Oh, yes,
It's
very
a big, this is what they tell me, it's a big gift basket looking flatbed. Now my face is starting to get a little cold. My lips are not working. We're right on the front steps of the town hall here and broadcasting live for WMRC and also for Milford TV. They're moving now, and now I'm starting to get lost. Sanders Dance Company. Oh, talk show with R.J. Sheedy. We're
yeah.
moving forward
It
here.
is. You know, I thought maybe they would get his desk on the back of the truck.
They were supposed to. He does have his desk on the back. Yeah, that is his desk. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, for Milford TV talk show with R.J. Sheedy.
That's fantastic.
He's throwing candy there. First time in the parade. Dad's driving the truck. Thursdays on Milford TV. Could be going to Fitchburg or Worcester State. I had asked him where he was going.
Is he ready to
he didn't know. He's Worcester or Fitchburg State.
Wow.
Let's see. We just got passed by the Stuffa truck, and see now it's getting ahead of me here. The Stuffa truck with all the kids behind, and of course they're collecting toys for all the good little boys and girls who are less fortunate than the rest of us here. And that was the Girl Scouts, by the way, following the Stuffa truck. Milford cheerleaders are coming up. They were our state champions this year. Congratulations to the Milford High School cheerleaders. And Old Time Auto Sales. Yep, passing us by now. I didn't see the cheerleaders.
Yeah, well, the cheerleaders came...
Was that them? They look awfully short.
No, that wasn't the whole cheerleading group, but still, very good job from the cheerleaders this year.
Old Time Auto Sales, ladies and gentlemen, and the whole crew. 475-6907 is the number. Snowmobiles, they do snow plowing for you. Go say hi to Old Time Auto Sales. Rudy and the gang down there. And they have Toe Mater from Cars in the back of their plow truck right there.
Great
Season's
job.
greetings from Old Time Auto Sales. We got a big is that a Caterpillar truck, or what would you call that? That's a plow.
Yeah, well,
Not
we
a
got
Caterpillar.
some CAT heavy equipment coming through.
And I hope that's for the parade and not for some mess that's ahead of us. Maybe that's pushing everybody ahead.
And this is the Milford Highway Department,
Milford
right?
Highway Department.
Yep.
Happy holidays from Milford Highway Department.
All the kids loving the big equipment coming through.
25 years represented in the parade. They're wishing everyone a safe holiday season. The Milford Highway Department.
Very nice.
One of my crazy friends works for the Highway Department, Chris Mnuchin.
John Perry works for the Highway Department.
John Perry, hi,
I think
John.
that might actually be John
Hi,
Perry
Chris.
driving that right now.
Is it?
It could be.
It's scary when you know somebody who's like dealing with heavy equipment and you like hung out with them the night before. I know you, and you're really dealing with heavy equipment there.
Are you qualified to use that today?
Barry Keefe and Dinner and Company passing us by now for all your catering needs, weddings, special events, barbecues, dinner parties, and they are in the next Hummer right there. What do you got across from you right there,
That's
Jim?
Dinner and Company.
Oh, that is
Actually,
Dinner.
that is
They
Dinner
got
and
two
Company
vehicles.
right there. They have two vehicles.
Dinnerandcompany.net, 508-282-1813. Barry Keefe, amazing chef, and Dinner and Company is relatively new to the area. They're doing so much delicious food. If you got a dinner party coming up, make sure you call Barry at Dinner and Company.
Great job throwing candy from the vehicles again.
Milford High School cheerleaders. Oh, there's the cheerleaders.
Here they come.
Oh, I'm sorry. The ones that passed by with the Lady Hawks. Here are our cheerleaders, our state champions, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the Milford varsity cheerleading squad. Unbelievable job this year. Every year they go, and they really represent us well and make us proud. And this year, Division II Massachusetts state champions for 2013. Congratulations.
Fantastic job.
Ladies. Justice for Matt Denise coming by us now. Right now, they always do their benefit bike run. 3 years in the parade now. You can find them via Facebook, Justice for Matt Bike Run, and that's how you can find out information on how to enter the bike run. Every October, it takes place right by Science Plus. Oh, I'm sorry, the Science donated by Science Plus, but every October that bike run takes place.
Whoa.
Bobby Moody driving that car there.
Cheerleaders need to hold on when that truck starts up again.
Greenwood Landscaping, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say hi to Greenwood Landscaping. They're wishing everybody a happy holiday. Billy Greenwood driving the truck there. They've got the work truck. Fourth year in the parade. 774-278-1370 is the phone number. BillyGreenwood.com. New customers well, a new construction landscaping, excuse me,
Is
and
this the Dunkin'
snow
Donuts
blowing.
float?
Yes, this is the Milford Fire Department pulling or actually hosting Dunky, I believe his name
Yes,
might be.
Dunky has arrived.
Dunky is, you see Dunky all over the place. It's always an honor. And there he is, being pulled by the Milford Fire Department and representing Dunkin' Donuts, which, you know, a sponsor of MRC, I should say. I was going to say not a sponsor, but always a sponsor. The Sardinia family of Dunkin' Donuts. They own 14 or 15, about 14 locations in the area.
Yep.
Just wonderful people. And they do so much for the community, I should add, too. Not just providing us with great treats and coffee.
Right. You want to talk a little bit about your the change drive
Yes,
Saturday?
thank you. The change drive is Friday and Saturday. We do it every year. I believe this is our third year. And we're going to be down at Dunkin' Donuts Friday morning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. collecting change for the Milford Food Pantry.
Yep.
And then we'll be there Saturday morning, 6 a.m. to noon. So all you got to do is go do what you do anyway. Drive through the drive-through, get your stuff, give us some change. We have a very special event happening on Saturday. We're hoping to get some of the local musicians, including yourself.
Yes.
LAME is what we call ourselves, Local Area Music Ensemble. And we're going to be coming down and performing some songs.
Yeah,
I
hopefully
hope
some holiday songs. Try to raise some money for the food pantry.
We recorded a song recently, Do They Know It's Christmas? Re-recorded the classic with a lot of local music, well, all local musicians.
All local musicians. Yeah.
And we'll hopefully have some copies of that to sell at Dunkin' Donuts. All that money is going to go to the Milford Food Pantry.
Yeah, very important cause. Who do we have here now?
We have our friends from the Portuguese community, and right behind them, the Ecuadorian community. The Ecuadorian club actually following the Portuguese as they celebrate with us the holiday season here in Milford. You know what? Speaking of parades, by the way, Jim, the Portuguese parade, probably close to this as far as one of the best parades I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So festive. Follows almost the same route. Right up Main Street, starts down by what's the park down in the corner there? Right in front of
Down by
Gales.
Rosenfeld?
Right in front of Milford Catholic, actually. That little
okay.
park there.
Yep.
Starts there, runs right up to the Portuguese.
And they actually have like a don't they nominate like a
They do. The
queen,
governor.
like
The mayor.
the mayor,
Yeah,
right.
the mayor every year they have a mayor up there.
And they have a Miss Portugal.
They have a Miss
every
Portugal.
year.
They have the Portuguese picnic. That's the kickoff of the Portuguese picnic. But yeah, just what a festive weekend that is. And the parade I enjoy because it goes right by my house on Water Street.
That's
Ray Ozier and Jim Lagore broadcasting live from the steps of Town Hall as we enjoy. I think we have the best seats in the house.
Oh, we definitely have the best seats in the house. So this float is huge.
This might be. Is this? I believe this is the Ecuadorian club saluting Milford. I got to get a good look as it stops right in front of us.
Wow, that's an impressive float.
Live on WMRC and in the media center at WMRCDailyNews.com. You can listen on demand because this is such fantastic commentary that you're going to want to go back and listen to this later.
If this doesn't force you to come down to see it, I don't
right?
know what will.
We're also taping for Milford TV. Rob and crew are down here getting all the great video of the parade. We'll be taking pictures. Tom McAuliffe's out there taking pictures, so we will be able to provide you with some great imagery a little bit later on the website. All right, where are we at? We had the Ecuadorian club and the Portuguese community. They passed us by here. The Highway Recovery is passing us by from Upton. Diane's School of Dance in Upton is taking part in this right now. And heavy-duty towing, all your towing needs and transport needs, 508-529-2959. HighwayRecovery.com is the website there. Diane's School of Dance, Century 21, excuse me. Century 21 passing us by now. And we say hi to our friends at Century 21 as they're on a little festive gazebo holiday scene there.
It has the
lit up
name of the
candy canes.
participants on the side, too. Oh, those are all the realtors.
Oh, yeah, there you go. With a big sold. Is that float sold? It says sold right on the side of that. That's how good they are. They actually sold their float as they were making their way up. There was a for sale sign, I know, at the start. Now it's sold.
At least property values have gone back up.
Milford National following Century 21, our friends at Milford National, good friends at
They tried to
WMRC.
reach you.
Oh, did they really?
They tried to reach you with throwing candy.
That's the thing about being back here, we don't get the candy.
Right.
But that's why I also have Tom McAuliffe out there, not just taking pictures, gathering candy for us, Chip.
You know, again,
Get your payment for doing this.
That's what I get paid. Hanging out with you is payment enough.
Oh, isn't that nice?
But you know, even though you can't see what's going on because we're broadcasting on the radio, I still think it's important to try to reach out to people just to let them know what's going on.
Absolutely. So, I mean, there's always stuff happening in Milford and in the surrounding communities. You just got to get out there and find it. This being one of the most popular events of the year here in Milford, always the first Sunday of the month.
Yeah.
Of December, excuse me.
And still, like I said earlier, just a great turnout. You know, it just shows how much people enjoy this parade to come out and weather the conditions.
The Learning Express passing us by now, and we say hi to our friends at the Learning Experience, 508-473-6300, learningexperience.com, and they take kids 6 weeks to 5 years old. Ray Ozier and Jim Legore broadcasting live from the steps of Town Hall as we get ready for the appearance of Santa Claus at the end of the Welcome Santa Parade. One of the biggest events here in Milford. Big blue elephant on the back of a truck. That's the best I can do with that one.
Do we know who that is?
I don't. No, my contact back at the start of the parade had no idea. Just a big blue elephant on the back of the truck.
Well, it's creative nonetheless, and it
sure
looks
is.
pretty good.
Coming up behind the big blue elephant on the back of the truck, we've got the First Congressional Church of Milford. And let's see, they've got the youth groups in there. They've got an open house right after the parade. If you want to head over to the First Congressional Church on Church Street in Milford, right after the parade, come by for cookies and hot chocolate. They've got gift baskets. Just come on in, the open house over there. Chili and hot dogs over at the First Congressional Church. Big party after the parade.
Great job from First Congregational.
Scioli's coming up next. Our friends from Scioli's here, Pizza Bar. All the bartenders are on there. The owner's on there. They've got the whole kids, Suzette Scioli, Sue Scioli's on the back. Justin McElroy is driving the truck there. Come by Scioli's for great food and great drinks here, 508-473-3400, Scioli's.com, 146 South Main Street in the Big Lots Plaza.
Very nice. Here comes Asphalt Engineering.
Asphalt Engineering out of Bellingham. 2 huge trucks represented in the Milford Parade here. First year in the parade as we say hi to our friends at Asphalt Engineering.
Very nice. Looks like most of the staff is on the back of the trailer.
Nate Mullen is driving one of these trucks here. We say hi to Nate. Been in business since 2005. Free estimates right there, 877-411-PAVE. AsphaltEngineering.net. Thank you very much to Asphalt Engineering for taking part in the Milford Santa Parade.
So we have a couple of seconds before the next float arrives. Now, you're not from the area, so you're from...
I'm from East Brookfield,
and
which is originally where the family came from.
And did you do anything like this out around where you grew up?
You know, growing up, it was different everywhere back then, but there was always big parades, there were big festivals, there was the 4th of July celebration. As the years go on, those things start to die out. We still have them back home. But I got to tell you, as far as I can remember coming here to see these parades, this has stayed true to its original form.
It really has. It hasn't changed much over the years, and it's nice that, you know, generation over generation of Milfordians get to enjoy it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of towns have opted to not put the effort in anymore.
Yeah, and it is sad. You know, it's just the economic times change. You know, a lot of towns don't have the support for it.
We say hi to our friends at Milford Catholic Elementary School who just passed us by, and I believe this is them also on the float here with what looks like a snowman on the back of that their truck there. I'm going to go with snowman right there. Good friends of WMRC, Milford Catholic Elementary School, doing a great service in our community, educating our children.
Well, cheerleaders again.
This is the girls softball.
Yeah.
2012, 2013 Division I state champs. Back-to-back, ladies and gentlemen. Almost, well, actually, exactly like our back-to-back win for Station of the Year. I didn't mean to plug ourselves while we're plugging the volleyball.
That's all right.
Softball, excuse me.
Two great entities.
Hannaford. Is this Hannaford?
This is Hannaford's, yeah.
I love that truck.
That is a great truck.
Old style
it's a
truck.
vintage truck, 1940s. Just fantastic, old time.
The family out for the parade?
My family is out for the parade.
Are they
Actually,
good?
they coming back from the basketball tournament. They definitely wanted to come down and hang out. My wife, even though she's from Hopedale, is a huge supporter of Milford. Not only events like this, but also Milford schools.
Running a little behind here. All right, now you gotta, Jim. If you would just look into that pile here as we wrap up, I think we're back on track. We have our let's see, our Star Hawks hockey, youth hockey, passing us by right now. Star Hawks youth hockey, second year in the parade here. Community hockey for all the kids. You can play outdoors, indoors. They play in Westboro. Local youth hockey. Northborough also represented here. Hudson and Milford, of course.
So coming up behind them, I believe that is
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's, yeah, St. Mary's of Assumption.
St. Mary's of Assumption.
The banner was kind of flowing as they were walking and couldn't quite make it out.
They have all the children on the back of the float
Yeah,
here.
what a great float.
That's
you
great.
You can see that. It's a flatbed all lit up with stars and lights.
Is this it's the manger?
Yeah, it is. Actually, I couldn't make that out as I got closer. It is the manger.
They're representing the manger scene.
Very nicely
Angels,
done.
animals, and baby Jesus, and the whole bunch there on the back there. St. Mary's of the Assumption School. Now coming up, we have our military, our Marines, who just do such a service for I don't need to tell you what they do for us.
Well, obviously, that goes without saying.
Right.
Now, is
Mickey Ward,
Mickey Ward
is represented
on board. Yep.
on the float here. This is, of course, the Italian vets, as we say hi to Mickey Ward, our Marines.
Eric Rossetti on board as well.
Our friends over at the Italian vets.
Very nice.
Post 40 there. Okay, let's see. What do we got? We've got a Christmas tree. We just did our Christmas tree. Have you done your Christmas tree yet?
Actually, no. We should, but we haven't. It takes me a little while to get into the Christmas spirit after Thanksgiving.
Riding to raise money, ladies and gentlemen.
This is really neat. What is it? Who are these folks on the...
This is Riding to Raise Money.
Riding to Raise
They
Money.
go around, they do fundraisers, and they do stunt shows. And
That's fantastic.
yeah, very, very cool stuff right there. I hate to say this, but we are almost at the conclusion of the parade, and it's a little bittersweet because the parade will be over, but we get to see Santa Claus, and guess what? I know him.
You know...
We were watching Elf today.
Were you?
I love Elf.
Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever dressed up as Santa for your kids?
I have. Yes, I dressed up for Brady when he was younger. He's 17 now. So he was 15. And it was a lot earlier than that.
It was 3 months ago I did it, and it was fantastic.
Dan Duquette, by the way, for Riding to Raise Money. Great guy, does so much for the community. He rides around, he does stunt shows absolutely free, no charge. If you want him for your event, call Dan or get in touch with Dan through ridingtoRaiseMoney.com.
That's awesome, and you can't see this right now, but he just rode off the flatbed on a mini bike, down the street doing wheelies, and then right back onto the flatbed, and the truck never stops.
Rodenizer Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning with a huge snowman on the back of that truck.
That is awesome, all lit up.
And again, you know what, Jim, and I got to say this, despite the conditions today, I am pleasantly pleased to see the turnout here.
Yeah, me too. I got to say,
And again, the rain has stopped. It's cold, still wet, but everybody came out.
Yeah. No, it was definitely, like I said, I mean, you can't stop this parade. it was going to happen one way or another, as we talked about. But I'm so glad, that the way it turned out, it's fantastic.
Let's say hi to our friends from Arts Auto Service. And it looks like they have the Milford Youth Center on the back of one of these beds here. What are they saying?
MYC, Milford Youth Center.
Oh, Milford Youth Center. I thought they were saying
Dedicated to the-
MRC, but they're not.
Well, we can always say that they were.
All right, Milford Youth Center United Way on the Arts Auto Center trucks.
No, this is great. Well, this is a big yellow bus with a blue Sox hat on the top.
That's it. It's the big yellow bus with the Red Sox hat. Go Sox.
Very good.
That's the information I have here.
That's a lot of support for the Red Sox.
Milford Lions Club, District 33, coming by here. And I was just at their pancake breakfast this morning. What a great service they do for our community, too. Their Sightmobile is driving up, and you can see this at numerous events in the area, raising tons of money for eyesight research, free health screenings, lions-33a.org to find out where they will be soon. But we thank the Milford Lions for all the work that they do in the community. Accent Limousine, dressing up one of their limousines.
Very nicely
What a
done.
great job they did on that.
Lots of lights, Rudolph on the front.
Bows. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if we still have some more left. Very close to Santa Claus, by the way, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
don't know, Ray. I think I see the man in red.
You do? Okay. I think you might be right.
I think he's coming. I think he's bringing up the tail end of this.
Well, folks, here he is, and this is what the parade is all about, the Welcome Santa Parade here in Milford. First Sunday of each December each year, 25 years in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Santa Claus
Very
himself,
nice.
looking
This
good.
is what it's all about right here.
Well, Jim, that was a lot of fun, and I do thank you coming out in this freezing weather. I know you're a fragile human being, and
You know I don't do well with cold or heat.
I love you know, again, we go have coffee together once in a while. I'd still be in shorts and a t-shirt, and you're bundled up in like 6 layers of clothing.
I'm always impressed at your level of resilience for the.
Well, it's my level of stupidity, that is.
I mean, you know, I got to tell you, this was an honor for me to participate in this, and I was very excited about it, and I hope you'll give me another shot next year.
Absolutely.
Because I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you know, watching, listening, this is a lot harder than it looks, okay?
Isn't it?
Ray does make it look very easy.
No, this was the first one I've done.
Well, you know, I got to say, I mean, you must have a knack for it then. But I think
we rolled into it.
Well, I think we did. But you carried me most of the
Do you
way,
think
and that's
so?
okay.
I think you were born to do this. I think you have your next TV star here, Rob.
Tom, I think you got to get me onto the air somehow. That's what it is. Yeah.
Well,
Don't ever have Jim back.
Thank you very much. Thanks to Craig back at the studio for running the board and playing some Christmas music as we started off earlier. And thanks for everybody for coming out. I mean, this was such a success despite the rain. If you were listening at home, thank you very much. I hope we painted a pretty picture in your head. Did the best we could. Rob and crew from Milford TV, thank you very much for being partners, I think, in broadcasting throughout Milford and the surrounding areas. It's Jim Legore and Ray Osier signing off from the 2013 Welcome Santa Parade here on the steps of Town Hall in Milford. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
It's Christmas time. There's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time, we let in a light and we banish shade. And in our world of plenty, we can spread a smile of joy. Throw your arms around the world at Christmas time. But say a prayer, pray for the other one. At Christmas time, it's hard, but when you're having fun, there's a world outside your window, and it's a world of dread and fear,
where the only water flowing is a bitter sting of tears.
and the Christmas bells that ring there are the clanging chimes of doom. Well, tonight